Virgo, how are you? Welcome to the channel and to your reading. Virgo, let us connect with energies and see what happens these next days. Today is February 18th, 2026, but the day this message reaches you is the right time to receive your sign. Remember to take what resonates and also check your rising sign. The Strength card has appeared, calling for moments of inner fortitude. You also have a Six of Cups alongside a Seven of Cups. Reflect on these messages for your current path. The strength to face some kind of decision you will have to make, which may be directly involved with certain emotional issues, because the Six of Cups is there. Here you have the Ten of Swords. Your strength, determination, and self-confidence when facing a situation will inevitably lead you to end up with some kind of problem, no matter how much you try to avoid it. This decision signals that a certain situation is coming to an end. It will also depend on you to set firm boundaries or make a choice to ensure that this never returns, or rather that it does not happen again, so that it no longer continues to affect you in any way moving forward. So what they are announcing here is that you will eventually find a method by following a specific procedure that will allow you to settle this matter completely once and for all. Handling this situation also depends a lot on how you face it, right? By developing emotional intelligence, acting decisively, and knowing from the moment you are listening to me right now that this problem ends, right? And there you will be able to turn to a more accurate availability regarding your emotions. Because if there is something at stake concerning your heart, you are being told that a decision is being made, not based on what could be an illusion or a fantasy, but quite the contrary, right? Because you possess that strength, specifically with your feet firmly on the ground, you are able to consciously decide on this choice. Now, if it involves another matter, right, where you are somehow rethinking a change in the face of such an important decision that also entails the end of a difficult situation. And it has to do with another aspect. Here it is saying that you yourself will be making the appropriate changes that you consider necessary so this does not affect you again. So get ready for those big changes. Do not forget that these are collective readings. Positive. If you want to discuss your specific case, you can have a private consultation with me. And the website address always appears here in the video. Plus, you will also find a pinned comment waiting for you right there on your video as well. So make sure to check that out for more information. Well, there you have Temperance, once again, the card of the Six of Cups, and you've got the card of the Two of Swords, once again, a card that's speaking to us about decisions. Here's the Hermit card, the Five of Cups. Yes, you may clearly be unburdening yourself of a matter that weighed heavily on you. It was necessary for this situation to be raised, discussed, adjusted, and finally brought into a state of balance. The Temperance card, just as the word suggests, is about tempering, right? It adjusts the situation so you can take the best path, the most convenient one, helping you regain balance and harmony. In fact, the Temperance card also connects us to a very important piece of communication. Some significant news has arrived that might stir up certain questions for you, right? This situation involves the emotions of Virgo once again, as the Six of Cups has appeared in our reading yet another time. It is truly quite an interesting development indeed. It acts as if it is alerting you that someone truly has the intention, someone has the clear intention to approach you, and someone has the deep intention to settle a pending situation from the past. Someone really seems to want to draw near, to clear up your lingering doubts as well, to propose something significant to you, and to finally make a fresh start. If that is the case, each person will take what resonates with them. And if you are not interested in returning to anyone from the past, or you are not realizing who it might be, and you would be interested in knowing, well, it would be good if you were also willing to open yourself up to the possibility of it, to open yourself up to a conversation, because everything would go better if you make the decision or if you move forward in this situation, because everything will depend on you. Everything will also depend on how you are handling the situation mentally. Because you have the King of Swords card and the Two of Swords card. So everyone knows how much this issue weighs on them. Everyone knows what they feel for that person or situation. And even more so, all the problems they are trying to solve. Because it is obviously necessary. And Temperance marks it here. You need to find a certain mental balance regarding this. And if you have already made a decision about something that finally gives you a sense of security, then stick to it with total confidence. Well, take action on it. Get up and act, right? Try not to block yourself anymore. Because the Two of Swords tells you everything would go better, everything would flow better if you make that decision or communicate it and move forward and recognize something. Because maybe you find it hard to recognize something internal, right? That you might actually be ready, prepared to face. No, not face. To truly live in a real relationship. Because as Six of Cups appears, there is also emotional availability regarding opening up to a connection. Perhaps you are doubting that person, or perhaps you are doubting yourself. And I believe this is the moment where the doubt must end and you should live what life presents, right? Even so, it could also be someone new, someone timidly standing on the sidelines, waiting for an opportunity for Virgo to pay them some attention, right? And that person, well, can see that you may be trying to work out some important personal matter, because this Ten of Swords also points to the end of a personal situation, something you've been trying to turn around and finally put in order. So from their point of view, you're dealing with a closing chapter in your life, and you're still looking for the best way to make everything fall into place and settle the way it should. And this person is watching, observing, and well, somehow they say, why should I approach now? Because Virgo really will not distinguish, will not notice me, will not take me into account because they are busy with something else. You really need to take the blinders off, start acting, wake up, or just try looking a little past what is right there. Here is the Five of Cups. You really have to pay attention to the emotions that are leaving you feeling devastated, suffering, and struggling to contain the overwhelming pain that is currently consuming your heart. You see there is a Five of Cups, and then a Six of Cups appears. So it is like there is a process unfolding as well. Those choices have to do with deserving a connection or understanding that it really is worth trusting someone again, right? Ultimately, the Five of Cups can leave us feeling like, well, why should I even bother trying again? If things are going to be the same as before or worse, or if I won't find that emotional fulfillment I'm waiting for, I can't live with regret. I mean, one never knows. You could ask, what if I choose and it goes poorly? But what if I succeed? If you choose to start over, turn the page, and begin from scratch, there is someone ready to satisfy you in many ways. It could be other types of things. It could be situations from the past that you need to review and fix, which are somehow presenting themselves now. They come with a certain weight, with a certain slowness, but they come different. They come different. They come with stability and with maturity. It is the Hermit, your card. It is the card that calls you to act with awareness, the card that summons you to seek the light in this situation. Furthermore, the Hermit also speaks to you about deep security and about the transformative process that has led you precisely to that emotional healing. You must have total confidence in yourself, knowing that this path truly serves you well. Trust that the decisions you make moving forward are going to be fully respected by those around you. Because when you vibrate with the Hermit card, you have the absolute conviction to let yourself be guided by what you feel, right? Or by what you aspire to. Because you have shown the strength, you have shown the necessary fortitude, the maturity, and the integrity to act as well. So if there is a person who is wanting to re-enter your life and you make yourselves respected, you set certain limits or ask for certain things, right? That person knows exactly what they're up against when it comes to what you're asking for. And while I keep telling you, you can give them that chance, you can offer it, you can open the door for that person. But obviously in the end, it's going to depend on each individual and on what they decide to do with that opportunity once it's in front of them. Now, any other choice or determination you make these days, which will be quite convenient and aligns with what I am telling you, concludes and leads to future security. Because the Hermit also speaks to us about that, right? Constancy and security are what lead you to an economic change, to a personal change that also helps you emerge from this situation of sadness, right? Because it can be a long time, and you might also be suffering or struggling because you are far away from someone you appreciate, someone you love. It's hard when the distance keeps you apart from those who matter most. And if for some reason, due to the circumstances of life, you cannot be together, and that does not necessarily have to be a romantic interest. It could be anyone who holds or once held a very important place in your life. Well, life separated you, and now it wants to bring you back together, because the Six of Cups has appeared not once, but 2 times. I see emotional wealth. I see recovery at an emotional level. And in terms of what could be, well, that's suffering. I see understanding that a process is coming to an end, settling so that you may recover your harmony, your integrity, and also open yourself up to the opportunity that brings with it nothing more, nothing less than your life mission, your purpose. The potential you have to give is immense. You can share, and you can also find inner abundance within this entire process, don't you think? It is yours. Because you have to look at what you have left to pick up instead of continuing to look at what you dropped or what you feel you've lost, right? You have to keep moving forward despite everything. It is possible that something you had previously given up for lost is finally returning to you, and it is simply taking some time to arrive. The Hermit announces that it was quite delayed, right? But it is arriving. It is the moment for Virgo to find the solution as well, the conversation, the possibility of taking that trip, the news you were waiting for, and the agreement that comes regarding a difficult situation, which today brings you a settlement and a great blessing. Archangel Michael is telling us that your home is protected by angels. So give thanks because they are watching over it and everyone who resides there right now. I ask you to place your full faith in your guardian angels. Please understand that every single door and every window of your home is fully guaranteed for your protection and is safely watched over to ensure your complete security and peace of mind. And please be grateful because it is also sustaining your finances in a truly abundant way. This ensures that you can easily pay for everything you need regarding the house, including your monthly rent, required taxes, outstanding debts, and all of your regular utility bills. Maybe the insecurity you feel stems from that difficult situation, which makes you feel defeated, doesn't it? That is just part of it. And there are other people in your care and others living with you, and naturally, it's obvious that you feel a certain responsibility to keep providing them with that security, isn't it? And here, Archangel Michael tells you, no, you must continue to understand and feel that you are protected. You have a financial leak that prevents you from taking charge of what worries you so much. Virgo, assert yourself. Assert yourself. Read it. I ask you to trust and to decree, because this is coming for you. Everything will fall into place as you truly deserve it.